This is not gonna be another one of those boring sponsored YouTube videos. You know why? Because today we have the whole fam here. Yay! And she's gonna be helping me set up the desk in this video. So it is finally time to get this place up and running for my YouTube setup. It has been a minute. I have not made a bunch of YouTube videos in a while. It's because I really didn't have a space that honestly encompassed my creative mind. Now I feel like I'm there. Today we have the Vernal 3S standing desk. This may be the best. Don't look at the rest. You may be impressed if you watch the rest of this video today. So before we get into all the aesthetics of the video, we actually have to set up everything first because it came in a bunch of boxes. So like I said, we have a ton of boxes. So with this configuration, I did the CPU holder, which can hold like a Windows computer. We ain't got Windows in here, so we all good, brother. And then we have like the desk stand, which is good for like if you have a big TV. You've already seen all this at this point in the video, but I'm just explaining it. And then we have pretty much all the rest of the boxes. I won't bore you moving those over. Those are the raised desk itself. This is actually a new desk that they came out with. This isn't like the L shape. I've done a video on the L shaped desk. You can check it out right up here. This one is just like a standard regular raised sit adjustable desk. And then we also have the ergonomic chair, which I'm very excited for because if you're editing for long periods of time, you need to protect your back so that thing don't crack, if you know what I mean. Now in this video, I'm gonna take you through the setup process. I am gonna highlight some of the features that this desk has that I'm a big fan of, maybe some areas of improvement, and then also we'll be talking about this space and how I built it. So starting out, the building that I'm currently in is actually a military barrack. So there used to be soldiers who stayed in here. So that being said, this was converted to be a museum. However, the museum for this specific building is put on pause, so they allowed me to use the space for my studio. That being said, I am not allowed to put holes in the wall. I'm not allowed to paint the walls. I'm not allowed to do any of that. So that's why I built my own walls. Fun fact, this is the actual barrack that Elvis Presley slept in when he went to the army or the military. Right before he got his haircut, which is the other building. He got his haircut in the other building in the parking lot, and he slept in this exact building before he went overseas. Fun fact. So finally, after I got the set painted the color that I knew I wanted it to be, I then uploaded a picture of it to ChatGPT. I also took a couple of inspiration pictures that I found on Pinterest and I uploaded those as well. And just so you're curious what I mean by ChatGPT, they have a image generation side of it and it's called Sora. So if you pay for ChatGPT Plus, you can get access to Sora, which makes images and video for you. So I uploaded that. I said, hey, this is what I want the set to look like, and it actually did a very good job. Also, along with the desk, I uploaded images of this new 3S desk from Vernal, and one of the things that it actually mocked up was a window. I didn't tell it that, but it made a window, so I thought that was perfect to be like a fill light. So I went ahead and put a window in the set. I did all that before filming this video. Okay, so I'm finally ready to go. We start off by actually setting up the desk itself. And I do want to say, if you look at the instructions, they make it super easy. I love pictures. I can't tell you in instruction manuals how important it is to just be able to look at the picture and know what you need to do next instead of having to read every single thing. Okay, so we are starting with the desk and we got the main part up, got two of them. Now it's time to move to this huge box. We're basically like splitting responsibilities. Lauren is being the instruction guide. She's putting out the screws for me. Yeah, and then I'm like putting it together. Now, I do want to say, I know that you guys see me using a drill, but you don't need it. It comes with this part right here. So it comes with an Allen wrench and a Phillips head screwdriver. However, I like to use a drill, so I'm doing a drill. So we got Asher here doing some durability tests for us. Asher, how is the durability of the new desktop?
Oh, yep. You want to take it off?
Ta-da! We have the desk itself done, all together. Now it is time for the hard part, which is flipping this thing over. And no, my wife cannot help me because she just had a baby, like less than 2 weeks ago. Okay, so what sets this desk apart is honestly not just the desk itself, but the ecosystem that you can build around the desk. So starting out, one of the first things that I decided to go with was the V-Series desk shelf. This allows you to get like a raised platform on the desk. This is perfect if you know you're gonna be having a monitor or like a TV, which is what I use for my monitor. Now the reason why I like this shelf is because it makes everything look organized when you need it. I won't always have this on my desk, again, because this space is meant to be modular, but when I do need it, I have it available to me. Now speaking of modularity, another thing that you get with this desk, which can be an add-on, is this actual tray. I love it. I'll say that up front. This is probably one of my favorite features so far of this desk. This is called the integrated drawer keyboard tray, and what this allows you to do is keep your space clean. This is important because exactly where this desk is now, I plan to use for B-roll shots top down or just in general filming here. Okay, so I just realized that maybe I'm an idiot. I was going to turn on the desk for the first time and lift the motors up so I can install the CPU holder. Hi. Hey. Say hey. And I realized, I was like, wait, I'm pressing the up button, but it's not going up. And I was like, why is the logo upside down? And then I realized I just installed this whole thing upside down. So I'm gonna flip it around really quick. That literally looks so much better. This is why we follow instructions. You hear me, man? Follow the instructions. Let's say you have like a huge PC, or like me, you have a NAS system. That has been like a huge problem for me, figuring out where to put my NAS where I don't want it in frame. I haven't found a solution yet until now. I have the CPU holder, which allows you to put your computer, a NAS, really anything you want to store under your desk right on it. And a huge benefit of it is that it goes up and down with your actual desk whenever you raise it. Now for me, if I'm gonna be sitting and editing all day, I wanna be able to make sure that I can do that for years to come. So it's super important that you're taking care of your body, you're sitting up straight. I feel like the only thing we're missing now is a chair. We got one, check that out. That's so much better. It has a headrest that makes it very nice. Also on the back, you can adjust like your back support as well. And it just looks so good in this area. I love that I chose green. Wasn't sure how it was gonna look, but I'm happy with how it turned out. Now the S-Series desk that I have comes in maple wood. I really like the way this looks, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this desktop is extremely heavy. Like, it's a high quality desktop. Now at the time of making this video, the other accessory that I had was a cabinet, and they didn't have it in that color yet. However, I was happy to get the cabinet that I do have, which allows for some additional storage as well. I also talked about this in the other video that I did. You can go and check it out right above me if you're interested. Now making this new desk, they've redesigned the keypad, and I have to say I love it. It looks nice, it looks sleek. They made it so you don't accidentally tap the buttons like before. I think that was an issue. I didn't have that issue before. I liked it before, but now it looks even better. And then I also like the fact that you can lock it. You have the programmable presets that you can do, which is good for me. I typically have like 2 or 3 that I program. And it does come with like different cable management ties that you can do to actually hide the cables a little bit better than I've done so far under the desk. But just for demonstration purposes, I wanted to get the desk set up. I don't have a lot of cables to manage at this current time, but I do find it super helpful to have that power solution right under this desktop so that I can plug and play, have everything connected in one space, and you don't see the cables. Now, if you're interested in this desk, make sure you go down to the description because I do have a promo code down there that will actually get you 6% off when you buy this desk through their site. But they also have like some different promos and things. Just make sure you check the description for all the updated information. Until next time, check out this video somewhere. It may be on this side or maybe over here.